restless, always halfway gone. You were folding your letters into little paper swans. I was scared of the future. You just held my hand, said we don't need all the answers, we just learn to stay. And I let you down on the small, quiet days. You stayed around, loved me anyway. These days, I don't take you for granted. These days, every touch feels new. I wake up and thank the sunrise for another day with you. These days, I'm just grateful that it's you. We've had dishes like thunder shattered on the floor, silent drives past midnight, circling the shore. But we came back to the table, pulled the pieces close, turned the cracks into stories only we would know. You saw my worst, still you chose to stay. Now every breath is a small thank you I say. These days, I don't take you for granted. These days, every word rings true. I fall hard in the quiet, like I used to fall in youth. These days, I'm just grateful that it's you. I used to chase 1,000 lights, now you're the one I run to. I used to pray for bigger dreams, now I just pray to keep you. Hold on, hold on. I'll spend my whole life saying thank you. These days, I don't take you for granted. These days, every scar feels proof. We were built through the battles, we survived and we grew. These days, I'm just grateful that it's you. These days, I don't take you for granted. These days, every sunrise proves if I've done one thing right here, it's the way I love you. These days, I'm just grateful that it's you. It's you. Met you on an ordinary coffee cup shaking in my hand. You laughed at every one-word sentence. Still you said you understand. You took my scars like they were stories, turned the fear into a flame. Suddenly the gray turned golden when you whispered out my name. How did I ever walk this world before your hand was in my hand? I used to chase a broken dream, now I finally understand. This is our story of love, written in every breath we're breathing. From the first hello to the nights we're never leaving, you gave my heart a home when I had more than enough. I was lost in the dark, then you showed me who I was. In the story of love, yeah, the story of love, yeah, the story of love. There were days I almost let go, told myself I'd fall again. You just wrapped your arms around me, said you don't have to pretend. Every doubt you covered gently, every storm you waded through. If there's a miracle, I'm certain it's that I get to walk with you. How did I ever breathe at all before you lit this tender spark? You took a broken, fading song, turned it into blazing hearts. This is our story of love, written in every breath we're breathing. From the first hello to the nights we're never leaving, you gave my heart a home when I'd had more than enough. I was lost in the dark, then you showed me who I was. In the story of love, oh, the story of love. If the days grow cold and the colors fade, I'll still be right here calling out your name. Every chapter, every page, I'll choose you again. From the first small spark to the very last amen. This is our story of love, written in every breath we're breathing. From the first hello to the nights we're never leaving, you gave my heart a home when I'd had more than enough. I was lost in the dark, now I'm shining in your trust. This is our story of love, our walked in like a late night prayer, turned my shaking hands into something that could care. I was running on empty, burned out, bitter and blind. Every promise felt poison, every heartbeat out of time. You touched the cracks in my armor, said you're more than what you survived. Now every scar on my body feels like proof that I'm alive. You took the pain, turned it into blessing, taught this broken heart how to keep confessing. You're my bad medicine, sweetest thing I ever let ruin me, killing all the hurt, saving every ruined piece. If loving you is dangerous, baby, I don't wanna get clean. You're my bad medicine, and you're so good for me. You don't flinch when I'm falling, you just steady the fall. Turn my worst kind of silence into late night talking it all. You keep your hand on my heartbeat like you're reading every line, saying I know where you came from, but that's not where you're gonna die. You take my rage, turn it into singing in the darkest room. You're the last light ringing. You're my bad medicine, sweetest thing I ever let ruin me, killing all the hurt, saving every ruined piece. If loving you is dangerous, baby, I don't wanna get clean. You're my bad medicine, and you're so good for me. I've tried to walk away, but I crave the way you save me. Every time I lose my way, you're the chaos that remakes me. If this is wrong, I'll take it. If this is right, then stay. Either way, I'm on my knees, grateful that you came. You're my bad medicine, sweetest thing I ever let ruin me, killing all the hurt, saving every ruined piece. If loving you is dangerous, baby, I don't wanna get clean. You're my bad medicine, and you're so good for me. My bad medicine, yeah. You're so good for me. Stay my bad medicine till it's the last breath leaving me. You found me on the kitchen floor, cold coffee, open door. Every clock was ticking loud, I was halfway walking out. You touched my shoulder, said my name, pulled me back from where I came. Every broken piece inside fell quiet when you sighed. I never knew that home could look like your eyes. You took my shaking hands and turned the dark to sky. Thank God you stayed when I gave you every reason to walk away. You held the line when I was trying my best to break. If love's a mirror dishes in the sink. You still breathe before you speak. We still fight about the sheets and fall asleep on tangled feet. You laugh at all my wasted plans, kiss the ink stains on my hands. You say, baby, that's enough, and I finally believe I'm worth your love. I never knew that grace could feel like your touch. You took my ruined days and somehow it was enough. Thank God you stayed when I gave you every reason to walk away. You held the line when I was trying my best to break. If love's a miracle, you're the one that heaven sent my way. I was lost, afraid. Thank God you stayed. If every scar on me spelled out your name, I'd wear them proudly. I'd never trade, 'cause every road that led me here was worth the hurt, the wasted years. To hear you whisper in my ear, I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. Thank God you stayed when I gave you every reason to walk away. You held the line when I was trying my best to break. If love's a miracle, you're the one that heaven sent my way. Every breath I take, every vow I'll ever make, every song I sing will say, thank God you stayed. Empty highway, dashboard glow, your picture folded in my coat. Thought I knew what love was worth, till you pulled me back to earth. You found me broke in a border town, chasing every ghost around. You took my hand, you drew a line, said, you're not your past this time. I've been running from every sunrise, hiding in the smoke and lies, but your tired eyes, they look through mine like you'd waited all this time. Who am I to be this lucky? Who am I to steal your nights? Every scar and every story, you hold them in the light. I was wanted, called my name, said, baby, you're mine. Now I'm standing in the open with your heart on the line. I was wanted, dead or alive, till your love brought me back this time. If the longing of my yesterdays come riding for my soul, let them see me on this porch light. Let them see the way you hold. All the parts I thought were poison, you turned them into gold. If this is what it means to be captured, I don't wanna be paroled. I was wanted, dead or alive, by every shadow, every bad choice, every promise I let die. But you called my name, said, baby, you're mine. Now I'm standing in the open with your heart on the line. I was wanted, dead or alive, and I'd give every last breath just to stay in your eyes. I was You brought me back this time. First time that you touched my hand, felt the floor just fall away. All the scars I carried in quietly began to fade. We were broken, breaking down, laughing through the leaking roof. You were painting futures on every empty corner of the room. You said, baby, I see more in you than all the doubts you're drowning in. I was shaking, you were staying, you were all in, all in. Now we're living on a prayer, but your heart's my solid ground. Every time I'm lost out there, you pull me back somehow. I don't need the world to know my name. If I've got you, I'm not afraid. Yeah, we're living on a prayer, and I'm grateful every day. Midnight bills and missed calls, you were humming just to keep me calm. I was rage, I was restless, you were